Hi everybody. Happy Sunday. Oh, Diamond wants to join too. Well, these are my two familiars, Diamond and Jade. This is the mother. She's the rescue that I ended up getting, and she was pregnant, and one of them was Jade. And every time someone came over to pick a kitten, Jade would try to hide. She didn't hide 100%, but she tried her best. She kind of started to go behind my makeup mirror and I think maybe a little bit under the bed. My friend knew that she did not want to go anywhere. So yeah. I've had many cats in my life. All my animals have been rescues. And I had brought her in at the request of my friend to get her away from all of the other animals. She had been in a bad situation. And when I brought her into my studio, which I was keeping very peaceful, she just plopped herself down on the kitchen floor. She stopped shaking. She looked like she was home. And the next day I thought, okay, well, let me see, because I wasn't ready for another cat, even though I was actually picking out names for the next one that I would get, and it was going to be either Diamond or Diva. And when I found out her name was Diamond, I went, oh no, this is going to replace the loss of Bast and soothe my breaking, aching heart. And in fact, it was just a few months later when, the pandemic hit and I lost my job and we went into lockdown. I tell you, the birth of her kittens and watching those little kittens grow up, I mean, it really, really made a big, big difference for me, being home with lockdown and losing my job. So yeah, it was an incredible blessing. So Jade's on the floor giving Diamond the spotlight. Well, what I wanted to talk to you about really was this app that I have been led to find. I said that the moon was in Scorpio. Okay, so it is Sunday, July 2nd, and the moon is in Scorpio. How do I know that? Because of this app. I'm really going to talk to you more about it on the Wednesday Night Live, okay? No, not that one. Here, you can play with this one. Here. You can see from the screenshot I made this morning when I was sitting out on my patio, it very clearly shows the moon next to Scorpio, but it is moving away. It's headed towards the next sign that it's going to be transitioning into, which I will talk about tomorrow. So with this screenshot, you can see very clearly, yes, it's right there by Scorpio. It was in Scorpio, and it's moving out of Scorpio. It's very evident, very clear. There's no question. So I don't know where other astrologers get their information that's different, but in learning more about sidereal astrology, I'm finding that because of the way things were dissected, if I remember correctly, the number 72 came up. And what this man said was, because of the 72 degrees, everything is now behind a sign. So if you think you're Aries, you're actually Pisces. So if you think the moon is transiting in, say, Cancer, it's actually in Gemini. See what I mean? But being able to look at the sky, you can see very clearly. And with this particular app, and I know that there's other star tracker apps, stargazer apps, this is the one I found. I really like it, and it seems to have everything that I really need, which is really just a couple of things right now. But any magical practitioner can use this, and I'll be talking about this on my Wednesday Night Live. There's a variety of things. First of all, you get to see the planets up in the sky for where it is and what it looks like that evening. And then there's other information that you can access in there. And so as I talk about things such as occultation and close aspect or conjunction, it's going to be very simple to understand. And one of the books I have from Silver Raven Wolf was, I think, the third book I got from her. She says, you come to a point in your practice where you need to start working with astrology or the planets and angels. And what she was referring to was going beyond just looking at the phases of the moon. And what she said was looking at astrology and using that with your magic will move you along faster than anything else. In other words, you might have the wind at your back a little bit, but it's still in your face if you're only working with the phase of the moon. So that's the first step. Then you want to eventually get to the point where you've got a grasp of that and you can look at your natal chart and you can say, okay, you know, I can see here where this is at a smaller degree. Maybe I could enhance that. This is at an extremely high degree. What does that mean? Or a few things that I'm beginning to study and learn myself, such as when Mars is in debilitation. What I wanted to tell you again was here, Mars is in Leo. And how do I know? Because I saw it last night sitting on my patio with the app. I just looked at what was going on right now with the planets and one of the pieces of information that it gives there. And it very clearly shows the planet Mars in Leo. And it's in like the right paw of Leo. And Venus is right next to it or conjunct. Now, this, I think, makes for a favorable energy. Venus softens the energy of Mars. I have Mars in Leo, so I've got a lot of energy right now, especially for communication. This is my second video today, and I went to the gym and I got on 4 machines, 2 in particular to work my abs. And my shirts are getting a little bit looser in the top, which I don't mind. You know, that's really the first place where you lose, and I don't mind. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I didn't do too much, and this is going to give me the energy to go, I think, every other day. But if you have Mars debilitated in your chart, and that's something that we'll get to eventually, then this is a time where you really want to mind your temper, because this might be enhancing it. However, I think with the Venus being so close in conjunct, like I said, that it's going to soften it a bit. Yes, they are opposites, right? Women are from Venus and men are from Mars, but we're talking about planetary energies, really. So you could actually be having your libido is ramped up. I'm actually feeling a little bit more, what's the word? Amorous, I guess. My libido seems to be pumped up, probably from exercising, starting to lose 1/4 of an inch, and also having Mars in Leo. This is a nice energy to have for the physical, you know, and feeling a little bit frisky, shall we say. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to be doing my live from my desk, so I won't have this normal backdrop. Because, you know, I don't know how to set it up any other way, being that it's a laptop. I'm going to have to Gorilla Glue my ring light because it's been falling over. I have my first tripod from 3 years ago here with the phone on it and a rubber band underneath so my phone doesn't fall off. How do you say when everything is put together with bubble gum and rubber bands and my ring light is just, it's standing up okay without the phone on it behind it, right? So I have the ring light on me. And then the $5 ring light that I bought from the Dollar Tree is on my printer. That's fine if I don't put a phone on it, otherwise the legs just flatten out and the ring light falls over. So I'll have that little ring light on me while I'm sitting at the laptop. And I've got my headphones with a microphone. So I think we're going to have an okay situation with the live on Wednesday. What do you think, Jade? What do you think? What do you think? I don't know if my neighbor's going stir crazy or getting her steps in, but she hardly ever goes anywhere, and yeah, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know how anybody can do it. I swear to God, it's like she's got on her stepper and she's just trying to get her steps in. Okay, that's just what I wanted to get on here and say today. You want to come say goodbye? Okay, we're all done. You want to say bye-bye? Okay? Yeah? You like to look at the moon? Yeah? The moon's going to be full tomorrow. Okay, talk about it. Okay. See you tomorrow.